or third time being on the ship, because the first time was when you were in the whole like watching the fruits go around.
Yeah. It depends on how often you'd probably bring him around. Or if there's like times where he can just like visit or say hi or
Ever since the
whatever.
ship's been mostly grounded for like reconstruction, she hasn't been on board all that much besides doing logistics works and papers work. She's mostly been at their office in Saphira, actually, trying to file things with companies.
Okay.
Crew deck. Okay, we can cart up from the crew deck area.
Okay. So just here?
I mean, I would say so if we wanted to, like, walk and talk going into the lab.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you are ready.
Ready.
Okay. Cards up in 3, 2, 1. That'll be over here on the left. Well, right, if you're facing towards this way anyway. This is gonna be my working station. For now, until re-renovations anyway. Okay, let me get it up and fired up real quick. Nervous? It'll be okay, hon. Just doing this to make sure of it, you know? Once we get done with this, I'll contact our, well, known surgeon, Markus. And we'll set up a meeting. Anywhere you want me to stop on the way home?
Don't.
Okay. I'll figure something out that way then. Alright. Up. So, first step of the procedure, I'm going to feel around your neck. If there's pain, I want you to raise your left hand. Okay. Understood. Alright, you ready? Back at the neck? Okay. Definite back at the neck. Alright. Side. Right here? Okay. Understood. So. I'm gonna get you some numbing agent, okay? Monitor moving fruits. And I want you to count 5 sheep backwards. Okay? Look at the TV. There is going to feel a little pinch at your neck, okay? Count. Good. It's going to feel a little cool, chilly, and it'll feel quite cold. That's natural, okay? Now, it's going to be very numb here in about 10 seconds. We're going to be putting the pipe in, okay? Now, on this hand, I am giving you a string. This is attached to my tail. I want you to tug twice. If it's very, very painful and it can't be done, all right? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay? I want you to as much as you can. Start scan. First part scanned. Breathe in through your nose. Deep breaths. Alright. First part of the throat's going a little deeper. Mid-throat scan. Almost done. Is there a tug?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we only got to mid-scans, so I'm gonna put you under for the rest of it. You okay? Don't tense up too much. You've gotta relax your muscles. You gotta relax yourself.
He's
Go
shaky.
ahead and sit up for me. Sit up, honey. Scratch. Rub back, rub back. It's okay. It's okay. Come here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're being very brave, honey. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. Here. It's warm honey tea. It'll help with the throats and help smooth things over for now. I'm going to be giving you some sleep gas, okay? You'll be under for the rest of the scan. Once the scans are complete, then we'll have you wake up and we'll get a note on what the rest of it says. Alright. Go ahead and drink up for a minute. I'll give you a second. When you're ready, lay back down. You'll be asleep the rest of the process. I'll be with you when you wake up. You'll only be under for about over an hour, honey. It'll be okay. You want some lore videos while you fall asleep? Okay. We'll put on Worm Girl. Sleep tight, my guardian. Mask. And she's just gonna sit up next with him while it does its job until he falls asleep. While he is falling asleep, she is texting Markus. Hey, I'm getting a medical file to help handle Nikolai with his throat. He seems to have a direct issue after the comet's effects on him. I was wondering if I could get some scans and get your direct advice and potential employment in finishing the rest of his, situation. Also, I technically owe you food, so dinner's on me.
Yeah, and Marcus would probably text back that he's available and that it's no problem. He'd be happy to look into that stuff.
I've been meaning to need to get back with him and see how things have been going. I've been so busy setting up my new life, I forget to handle with everything else.
Marcus would then probably text his, send his available time, so like where he is right now. He's of course in Zafira, and it just let him know where you would like to meet up.
She's gonna message in a few hours, making sure she has time for him to wake up and for them to spend time first. No. Checking if he's asleep.
Oh yeah, he's sound asleep. Peaceful.
Okay. Move this to this side. Don't want to stir him. Reconnect here. Reloop. It's already gone to the middle. Let's try to move and push to the deeper bottom. Oxygen should be being pushed into his nose anyway, so he should be able to breathe just fine. Okay, let's take a look here. What is actually happening with you, hon? Some of the wound is healing, but it's not correct. We're definitely going to need a surgeon for that part. It needs to be corrected. If it continues to regenerate in like that fashion, it could only have some longer lingering damage when it needs to be reopened. I think, yeah, it looks because of the silver irritation. Silver damage from when it was originally wounded, probably. But the correction shouldn't be too hard, I think. Marcus will know more. The silver wounding around his neck. Burns from metal seems more of the kin nature. Its colorization says of its type. But it's warped when it's stabilized. Like necrosis being the biggest issue. Makes sense considering when he was probably wounded with it. Soreness is still poor, but it's expected. No blistering though. Good point. Obviously. Huh. Really? That silver parts be the most irritating. You have improved though. But it proves that improvement is possible for your neck at this point, which is good. But The biggest problem is going to be probably your... I need an expert look at this. Generation seems like it might help, but... only one way to confirm it. And retract the pipe slow. And finish. Seat. Hand. And she will be like this until he wakes up. Cards down.
Oh, baby. Oh, I was thinking that. Okay.
I knew your ass was gonna outstyle me this time.
It's been a whole day.
Hey, at least you look less green.
I've got my polymorph on.
Oh.
I want to
But
look
it has
presentable
had-
and healthy while I'm treating others at work.
Makes sense. But it has improved, right?
No,
Damn. I'm sorry.
I went on a little bit of a raid thing. I'm getting it sorted.
And
Some fellas, they got them into a place. We found information. Data. They're gonna start making the serum. Could possibly put all of this into remission if they get it right.
that's good, right?
Absolutely.
At least progress is progress. Better than none.
It's just-
I see, I know you could do it.
Yeah, the painful thing is if you want it done properly, you gotta take every step of care, right? So it's just a waiting game now while they're processing it and then... Oh my goodness.
It's a test of endurance, and you know damn well you have the best. I figured you'd want something good. Hmm. I've never been to this pub, but I've always heard so much about it.
Yeah,
I figured I was gonna save
That's
it for
pretty
special
good.
occasions.
I think it'd be nice to have an occasion or two here. I like it.
I was actually thinking of when y'all have celebrations for when the day finally arrives for the baby. We'd all go out and take a little bit of a celebration time. Have a big dinner with everyone.
Actually, I had some plans for that.
Oh,
Maybe a nice little tidy place out in the woods. Thinking maybe sometime in December, depending.
oh,
Though that might be a
Camping?
bad idea, cause you see, in my home world, that's the year soul, the month
oh.
soul. It's the last month. That's when we've got the winter solstice,
Alright? And then you have basically the New Year's. And this year, it is 2 days, 2 transitional days of the New Year. So, on a year like this, you have Felix's birthday, our anniversary or ceremony thing if we want to keep having it on that day, winter solstice, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day 2, then the new day, or the new dawn, the beginning of the new year, literally.
So many events.
So,
Short amount of time.
that entire month is gonna become the party month for the rest of our lives.
Best to kick it off with a good start then. I don't see any reasons as to why it would be bad. Kid'll have a lot to look forward to, too.
Ceremony around that time, there's a flower blossoms, it's a smoky yarrow. Literally. In little books, because I'm an herbalist, alright? It means a lot to me. It's like a way of when you get yarrow, you're saying, I love you despite everything. It's a way of looking back at everything that's happened this year and being like, despite all of that, I got you. I love you. Perfect time of the year to have a wedding ceremony. Alright.
Oh. Well,
So,
I've had a lot of thoughts about it.
I had really the wedding ceremony. It's still a ceremony nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. I've gotta make sure a couple of things are fixed first. And I also need to apologize to you.
Right.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea that he was gonna do that, and I didn't even tell you about the whole memory thing. I didn't know how much you would have on your plate. I didn't want you to lose focus, and it was dumb of me not to tell anyone and him. I didn't even know he would just feel it. It's excuses, though. My apologies.
This might be the PTSD or the trauma speaking, but I'm kind of surprised I didn't really feel nothing. I was just confused. I'm scared. In retrospect, it's like I don't feel awful, but the thought of it is awful. I'm reasonable enough of a man to know that it's all just miscommunication. Don't get me wrong, I was pissed for a moment because I'm like, what if something terrible happened? It's so irresponsible. Then I found out what the extent of Nikolai's issues were. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Still, it's something that I should have at least kept you informed of. Even if you were dealing with a lot, it's not an excuse.
When I first met the man, I was at the Red Warehouse. It was winter time, and people were like going about their business. I was having these spells of being confused and I was wondering or whatnot. Then I got it all solved as far as I was concerned. Had a mishap in the grave. Took time to relax after that. Found what it was after. I kept on getting a call, like a ordinary suggestion to head that way. So we tackled it together. That's what got my head lopped off by some random puppet. All that kind of stuff. Right. It was one of his. I couldn't see too well because I was just ahead. But I'm pretty sure he had realized that he wasn't just randomly grabbing a part of a puppet to look at and inspect, and that it was a human head. Because when we ran into each other at the Red Wilds, he was deeply remorseful. Know that did this whole formal thing of like I'm from House of Puppets, yada yada, and so I can only imagine how beside himself he was. Because he had several weeks to gain the courage to approach me.
He was distraught. He didn't understand a single thing about why it all happened, what it means for the people he'd learnt from. Having to go through all of it again and then realizing everything. It was.
Oh.
I don't know if he knows how to face about it either. He learned it all at once, practically. Relearned it.
Shit. Yeah, that's a tough one.
I wish I knew who his teacher was better. Hard to advise on something that I still don't fully understand, even if I'm only now beginning to learn things.
All I've got is scraps of papers, documents, and my own assumptions about my god-awful dad. Gotta crawl back through those little twisting and turning spaces and find information. This will probably have to be my only drink, because I want to be able to
Yeah, I
live.
made sure yours was alcoholic. I figured you'd like it.
It takes the edge off. Just a little bit. No.
I
suppose before I take too many sips, I want to talk about... You want to talk about, Nick? What's up with him? What?
I put a file on it currently. I don't know how much you know of his comet situation yet. So I put in rough drafts some of the conditions we've known about. But in a weird way, he's alive again and he's not.
Right, I don't know nothing about that. Kind of the first time I'm able to hear it in depth from you.
But the big thing is, his injuries requires a surgeon's expertise. Because his old injuries, some specifically the silver ones, haven't healed properly. And in fact, the attempts to heal have been gone wrong.
He's got silver injuries. Oh, shit.
Yes. It seems like, from what I read in the report, from what I put onto it, some of it was healing wrong, but it's easy to handle, I think.
Oh.
It looks like the ones, you know, the ones that you see on across his neck? Those ones. They did look like more like slashing motions, right? Like cuts?
Yeah, it would look more like chains, basically. Chain burn.
It's weird because it's more akin to metal burns. They seem like chains, but like it's a little odd.
So, the kind of Okay. I don't. He's alive now. You said he's living?
Yes, some properties still affect him the same as if he was undead, but ultimately he feels alive. For the most part, he seems alive, beyond a few exceptions.
So he's not entirely
Everything's
just turned human.
No. The comet changed him into
Right,
something
of
else,
course,
more
there's some
like
kind of catch to this. Shit.
You're telling me.
Where I come from, at the height of certain conflicts that I was part of, I wasn't head of medical or anything, I was just a captain, but part of it was managing people and ultimately making sure they got their care, and I talk with head nurses and such, right? Most of the time when it was injuries to the undead soldiers, it was gunshot wounds. Everything could be easily patched up. You feed them enough meat or blood, they'll start regenerating. You patch them up normally, you do weaving or grafting, you can put them back together. If it was silver, that stuff burns. That stuff eats. It's basically a dead version of caustic damage.
Hmm.
Except it's mythical
Yeah.
caustic damage.
The only repairments we think might have worked on the wound might have been magic-based or unnatural regeneration.
Mm. Because it was a supernatural type of damage, there's only two things a person could think to do. You ever... Actually, no, that didn't really work. Now I think about it.
And even then, it feels like it was small bits beginning to be repaired despite the regular amounts of healing. Like chipping away at the wound rather than like treating it all at once.
Mm-hmm. The main thing the surgeons would do in my world is we just take the entire chunk and a fair bit around it and we just cut it out.
Mm.
Because most of it was small gunshot wounds and things like that. You can just take that small chunk, it wouldn't be too much of a loss. Scoop it out, and then you replace it over time.
This feels like it'd be a little more complicated because of where it's at, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it's not a pinpoint like a gunshot wound, where a silver bullet stuck in someone, you can just scoop the object out. There's a silver burning that's definitely surrounding an area instead of just a point. Otherwise, I'd be scooping out half of the front of his neck, and I don't think he'd survive that.
No.
Cause great thing
Part of
is
me's
it won't
thankful for the
spread
fact
because
that
it's
he
a
can
burn and a
feel.
scar. It's something that perhaps I could slowly scoop away at it at one part, then I replace it. Scoop it another part, replace it. But I think you can already figure out that's multiple operations done over time, not just one.
Yeah.
I could try and flesh weave it away, but he would be... I cannot repair silver. I cannot manipulate the silver scars in a safe manner. When I mess with that, it's gonna put him in intense pain. even if he's under, s- trying to weave it away may just make it a more
Worse.
dull, chronic pain forever.
I can't have that. I need him comfortable.
That's why we always go with the scooping method. Don't try and rub it off with a weave and just scoop the affected area out. I understand he wanted me to maybe craft some of his flesh. I'm fine with doing that. I don't got no problem with that. And then all I do is get his own flesh and put it back where it belongs.
If that's possible, just to regenerate the parts of the flesh that you can and replace the parts that need replacing, is that possible? I know it'll take time, but I'd rather the better, long-standing solution than the short-term, uncomfortable kind.
You got these pictures of it here? Is that what you gave me
direct
for?
scans of his internals.
If I'm looking at the picture right, it's not a through and through, which is good. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't be able to speak at all, but there's always the option, I guess, to maybe try and do it all at once. But I'd be there for a while. I'd be doing that with other people. Anyone can really help with that part. I just need to slap the flesh back in, or if there's someone else that knows how to do that. It's easy enough to do over the course of several
could-
hours.
Check the MMR, but as of late I've been having to proof check people recently. So it'd have to be someone I trust.
Ultimately, it could be one scoop at a time, or do it all at once with everything prepared, but it'll take longer. And if you can imagine, he will not be able to eat properly. With a scoop, it's like, okay, most of it's still there. There'll probably be a couple issues right there at the front where the
For a
most amount
while,
of
it'll
pressure
probably
crushed
be
it, right?
blended
But-
up or nutrient packs.
Yep, he will not be able to speak or eat properly for several weeks. And I do
Better
need
that than anything worse. And I don't want to
there's
risk
a
any
one and
long-standing
done.
damage either.
You do a one and done kind of operation. It takes several hours, and then once the silver's gone, healing with other magic or regeneration and his natural regeneration should kick in properly in the area that was
should
gone, and he should recover
Take
great.
notice of other people's stupidity. Should I make a sign or a shirt that says, "Don't touch my neck" or "Don't do anything to my neck"? Maybe a threat. I could put "I'll stab him" if so.
Some people might take that like a challenge.
I will kill them.
But yeah, that might be the best course of action. Scoop it all out in one go, while lengthy surgery, and make sure we got some other folks on board than just me, so... Because, I'm gonna be tucking out at one point or another. Gotta have multiple
I'll
people.
get a list of people and I'll talk with him on it. You might know some more as well.
It is the best thing I recommend at this point.
I want to let you know something. The events recently at the MMR have been making me consider things. You ever feel
Sure.
thankful for something to happen to someone, but hate so much about the things involved surrounding it?
If it's alright for me to ask, I don't know too much about it, but it sounds god awful. I know what you mean. What happened?
A comet started to hurl towards the MMR. And this comet started to affect people spiritually of nature. Me and Nikolai were both affected differently. He saw something that I don't fully understand, but I understand what they are. You've probably seen them before. The shadow people.
There's a lot of shadow people.
They come from your world.
Okay, that
Completely
narrows
draped
it
in
down.
darkness.
Yeah. I had a group of them stumble into industrial district and they helped me out.
It showed us things. For me, it showed me what I could be, what I could have been, and the fact that I still had a happily ever after if I followed a certain path. For him, it showed him an afterlife and what could come next if he follows the same route. Our maybes.
What?
He...
Sorry, continue.
He decided to stay to help defend the MMR against whatever event this was going to be and what was happening. I stayed at home because if something happened to one of us, it's good to have someone on the outside to come in and help, if possible. And I didn't know how it was going to affect me. It could make me worse. I don't know. And, well, everything was going well there apparently until it wasn't.
That's how it usually goes. It's always absolute fubar.
It
sorry.
changed him biologically into something he's thankful he can feel again, like a normal person. He can feel everything. There's certain things that are not making sense, but we're still figuring those out. And whatever the starry thing is on his body is spreading. We've got to figure that out magically.
This
But
star
that's not
stuff. Okay.
the part that angers me. When he was... Spoiler alert on the whole, not having control thing and how it affects. Someone else controlled him. That being the headmistress when she was losing control. And while I understand that that was a possibility of losing control, it happens with people who are affected in an undead nature, right? He gave them instructions on what to do, all of them. And then these new people come in, and these other people simply didn't listen. They treated him like he was an enemy, like a bastard, like an animal. Some of them I saw in the aftermath, still treating my friends like they were the problem. When they were being antagonistic.
What do you mean you people brought in? What?
There was new people there at the MMR. It's people I didn't recognize.
Hold on,
Guests of friends.
What?
Caught in the middle of the situation, apparently. I don't know why they were there or in the midst of all this event and chaos.
They
If
should
they
have been
been
sent
there or
back
not.
home.
Yes.
Did they have no other choice?
I don't know. I haven't learned any of that yet. I was just focusing on understanding his condition first. What has happened to him? I've been so busy trying to piece it all together.
So wait, these new fellas,
things.
hold on, these new fellas, they treat him like shit.
Yes.
Like got him hurt.
Name calling him while they're gunning him across the face with weaponry. Trying to put him down. If he would not.
Oh.
There's only 2 people that he told of that followed his fucking rules. It's unacceptable. It's neglectful.
Wait, did those
The lack of
people...
control.
Those people the ones that, like, shot him full of lead and crushed his neck or what? Oh, what did he...
I believe something like that, yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, from what Felix told me, Felix learned it from Artemis or something, it sounded fucking barbaric.
It was. And now, I actually know the descriptions of a few of them. I'll
Oh,
handle
shit.
that later, though.
You're gonna do
But-
anything, you
Can't be on
You
good
make sure you got a
grounds.
doctor like me, okay? On speed dial.
The big thing about this, though, is because of how catastrophic it was handled, because of everything, I needed to be prepared for if the MMR decided to not be as strict and stern about this as I want them to be. I've had this in my pocket for a while. She holds out an MMR resignation notice.
Oh,
I was gonna ask if I do resign if you'd want your files deleted. At least, if you want to keep it there for them others to help and assist you there, that'd be fine.
that's
But
a
I
tough
can't
one.
support a place who isn't going to prioritize the people's safety. But
I know I would probably want my stuff deleted. And I would also encourage Felix. I
there
think you can
is
imagine I care deeply about Felix. He's had to deal with malpractice. It's a big part of trauma. I want to make sure places that I go, places that I would trust to give me information on what to do with my little mutant kid that's gonna probably be... It's gonna be hell to deal with, but I would hope that I could go to a place like that, because you got someone like that tall purple and black fellow, fluffy fellow. He's got kids, right?
yeah.
There's other people that got kids through that community, and they... You know, I'd hope I
There
could
is good
trust them.
news. The head of the department, Kisei, actually listened to my concerns when I brought it to her because she's going to be setting up a meeting with security with me and her. And she understands all the concerns, and she seems to be on my side about it. Even confirmed the fact that someone was trying to do medical on that team who wasn't assigned as medical. And once that's solved, because that shouldn't have fucking happened.
Mm.
Apparently the head woman there, Mona, is also in pure distraught about all of it. Part of me really doesn't want to hate because I understand the fact that she lost control over a situation that she could not manage and have a difference about. There's no stopping a giant comet coming towards us.
No
Turns out
knowing
the comet
what
was a
did.
person.
Oh, what they did.
Yeah.
Not knowing what they're capable of. Shit, that changed my entire thoughts. I got... It's a person. What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a person. Fucking crazy, right? This is like stuff you'd find in my world. But the important part is medical's on my side, but I need security on my side. The people who have done wrong in name and attempts to join our place deserve to be punished. At the very least, to ensure that they do not do this kind of shit again, I demand order. and I demand them fix their long-standing issues before the comet was ever a thing. Security and other people of the departments have long since not started working together, and they have not been doing their jobs as they should. We should feel safe at the MMR. Should do things, work together. That's why the fuck I joined.
Well, I definitely don't want to take Felix there.
Yeah. Admittedly, the only ones who seem to work together in cohesion seems to be the medical area. So the only reason I'm still advocating for that section of the area. But if you want a toy or you want a product, you'll have to go, and I don't know the toy makers. If you want security and stuff like that, they kick people out enough, but they don't walk around like they used to and get to know you anymore, you know? They don't do that anymore. I don't like that. So I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix all of it. Because someone needs to.
Give them time to get this shit together. Just a little bit more. Couple more winks. We see if they can actually provide.
Maybe this comet thing will give them the kick in the ass they need. Oh, I feel warm.
Wait, woman. You what?
Huh? I think so. I feel warmer in here. Warmer than I thought I would be. You can smell the alcohol on her a little bit. She's a lightweight.
I'm gonna keep this pretending like I'm checking your fever.
Am I sick? I can't get sick yet. I have things to take care of.
How about some cold water?
Maybe it is just warm. I guess that'll work out.
I can tell you one thing, if you're stressed out and you're having foods like this, it ain't gonna help you.
You're probably right. Oh, I'm gonna start stress eating again. I can't do that. I have a workout regimen.
You might have had some alcohol.
Oh. I wasn't supposed to
Here's
have
your
it.
cup. Take a whiff of this.
Oh, fuck.
Take a whiff of mine. Same thing. Yeah. Oh, no. It's alright. It's alright.
I can't go out drinking. Not now.
Yeah, you got Nikolai to get back to, don't you? Eventually, you don't want it to be too much.
I got Nikolai. I got
1 second.
paperwork.
Just wait
I
right
gotta
there.
contact my friends. I gotta get everything prepared
Hold
to
on,
go
sweetie.
out tomorrow.
One moment. Is the water? That's beer. Oh shit. Do they not got water in this hut? Huh. I'll just fill this up. Oh damn. God damn it. Here, don't.
Thank you.
Told you that over. What the? Alright.
I've been talking a lot about me. What about you? How'd the mission go? Did it go well? You and Felix doing good?
Felix is on
I know
10
you succeeded,
miles.
but how about the mission itself? Did it go okay?
I almost died.
Aw.
Yeah, it was a
That's
bit
not
hard.
good. Made it out
But
though.
got out of there. I felt like I was on the very edge, though. I really hope the information we got works out.
Yeah, it better. Who do you
I
have
don't know
working
how I
on it?
managed to keep
If I'm
pushing.
allowed to know.
Uh, gonna have Ato, because he is a psychiatrist at the end of the day, so part of his job is pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
Riel, I've trusted her a fair bit. She's a good and versatile doctor of her own caliber.
Mm.
There's Marge. She kinda knows her funny stuff of LF, so
She's
I'll be
kind
a
of
little bit
smart.
trusting. She's got a bit of smarts to her, so if she can point anything out, I'll have her help with that too. And that's me. I'll be looking at the compounds too, and I mean I can tell if something's gonna absolutely kill me or not, so that's no problem.
Mm.
That that day was so weird. So when I was on the very edge, I thought I'ma walk through them gates and go over that hill. I felt like a little hand tugging on me, and I thought I heard a little voice saying, "Not yet, Dad." And I, that's what just kept me going. I thought about my kid. I think, well, I couldn't think. I was just so angry. I went into a blind rage. Then someone force fed me a potion that teleported me home.
There was a time when I was helping a friend in the middle of a war. This was not far back. I laid in abyss, void. There was nothing else in the room except for pillars, the street, and everything. I can't say I knew everything what was going on. I was lost. I thought I was gonna die there, trapped in some mysterious place I didn't understand, bleeding out. How I got this? Stomach injury that turned me into a lightweight. I was on the very edge of it. I could feel Avernus's heat scraping against my back, trying to grab me with hands. And I kept thinking of what my son would have looked like, thinking of what he would do, thinking of what he could have had, thinking of what I would have liked to have been if I would have been a good mother. Somehow, I felt like I heard a voice. I felt like it was begging me to get up. I blinked out, but I could feel my body moving. Whatever enemy was there, I was fighting again. I couldn't understand how or why. I was exhausted. I had nothing left in me. Vernus was trying to grab me. I was dying, but I was still trying to move. I was still fighting. I blacked out at some point and woke up back in a bed. In hospital. I still don't know if it was real. But it's kept me going, obviously.
That kid ain't even born yet. And It saved me.
Wasn't gonna get you out of being a dad so easily. Not against that kind of enemy, whatever you were facing. It wasn't gonna let go.
That was probably the biggest thing that happened to me recently. Work has been stressful. I'm still in the suit. God damn it. Fox Tech business.
Mm.
I've been sitting on the security floor. It is the floor with a specific name for it. I'm too brain dead to. I've been sitting there. It is like the live works. Anything coming through, it's there, right? So I've been sifting through papers and reading things for days.
Oh.
It's also kind of out on the metagrams now. A couple days back, I had to save Vice. He got kidnapped by the Free Raider Society. I tortured one of them terrorists. Didn't get nothing out of him. And then Vice was kidnapped, and we had to hand that fella back over, and it was the way we're gonna get Vice back, so we bought it. We traded the terrorists for Vice. Vice was absolutely destroyed.
Angry.
Physically, he'd been tortured. A bit of his head was caved in. Different kind of lesions. Different parts of his cartilage were twisted. He had to do that. You guys straight up, like, imagine pinching so deep into the skin of your nose and then twisting that, but do that to other parts of,
From what I know, these people need to be taken down.
They've killed a bunch of innocent people and minimum wage workers.
They're the kind who would take down every functional part in a city if it meant completing their goal.
They hate the corporations, which is understandable, but they are literally cutting down the workers and
There's a limit.
letting a bunch of civilians die.
You can only go against a corporation so far before you're hurting people from a lack of product, lack of everything. If you
They're
don't have
not-
a system
They're
there to
not hurting
replace
the
it,
corporations by going after the little goons or the little people that work under them. That's just killing their fellow people. If they wanted to make a difference, they would have killed Vice when they had him.
if they wanted to make a difference, they would have given people alternatives that would actually benefit them. To focus their efforts on defending it instead of just trying to ransack a corporation. Compete.
And again, they're not even ransacking the corporation properly. They are literally just cutting down the people that work under the corporate boot instead of going for someone like Vice. I was half expecting them to literally drop off Vice's corpse at our doorstep or something. They didn't do that.
They're just bandits masquerading as Robin Hoods.
100%. Anyways, ever since that, I got a promotion. One hell of a promotion. I'm commander.
Ooh. Does that come with better vacations, or?
One hell of a pay upgrade. It's temporary. Hopefully until Vice is given more chances, because I think you can imagine for a security company and the CEO to be kidnapped
feel
in
like
the
it's a
number one
lie?
security company is not a good look, and it's easy to put two and two together that perhaps Vice intentionally made himself vulnerable. Because there's no way that should have happened in the first place.
I was gonna say, he seems a little big for just a security lapse. They would have needed to know about it. That there had to have been a lot of steps to go through just to capture him, but even then, I don't see it succeeding smoothly. How did that come to...
That's because Vice made himself vulnerable. That's the only way it could have happened. He's getting his punishment by having his privileges stripped, and I and my buddy Alex, who work together, are being promoted temporarily to commander of the district.
Hmm. You know, it must be pretty strange in your mind. I don't know where you started off on most of the time, but based upon what you have told me, for you to eventually come into this far into a corporate center, did you ever think that would ever be possible from where you're starting them?
No, I don't think I'd even be sifting through several different Foxec police station reports as a commander or anything like that. The name commander, the title attached to my name. Do you
A little bit more than just leading a group.
Do you understand how big the role of a commander is? How far up that is on the chain?
Yes, instead of leading a squad, you tell squads what to do.
Not even just that. The next best thing from commander, you might as well say, is that the only people I answer to is generals at that point.
Corporate leads at that
And
point.
corporate leads and generals.
You rose the ranks pretty quickly, all things considered.
It's a bit scary, but
Well, your reputation does precede you. You are known for getting jobs done.
and alone at least.
Mm.
I got 3 other commanders that I can talk to. Or 2, I'm the 3rd one. We all have a similar upbringing, honestly. It's kind of funny. Bonded with this man, Alex. Alex and I have known each other for a bit now, working together. Came from a dust bowl like me. Had a kid that he looked after like me. We got a lot surprisingly in common.
It seems your village still grows every day. I thought...
Something came up recently with him and some folks that I cared a lot about to do with the whole cult side of things. The cult that Foxec's been chasing down the family. There's some fella that these 2 young kids. I mean, they're adults, they can make their own decisions, but their names kind of popped up again recently. Or at least one of them. Do you remember the little blue cat fella? Max.
I do.
Had his name pop
Seems
up
rather troubled.
again. I hadn't seen him for ages. Last time I saw him, he got some funny augment put in his...
I saw him was when He had to come out of something. Hmm.
He helped Cassie with something. Ended up getting melted in net space. We had to have him cooled
Oh,
for ages, but because of his sacrifice, she was able to have that new body and everything, and it was all for nothing. People who doesn't even. I never told him. No, she was still alive when I last saw Max. That
I
fellow,
had to tell.
when he woke up again, it's only because he was given some toxic augments, and I think Mo did something or whatever. I don't know what went wrong there, but I don't know how the Ripperdoc stuff works, but it should have just been normal augments, and maybe it was some kind of installation or something else happened, or like connected or internet maybe. And
What's the trouble with
he's
that
got
kind
this
of
thing.
stuff? One
He had a
faulty
system in his
thing.
head that it's like going cyber psycho for a moment. The system was telling him that I was a threat, that other people were threats, so he ran away, and I never saw him again because he was so afraid of hurting everyone he loved. That was months ago. Over half a year ago. His name popped up again. But mentioned him, apparently. Alex and I went on a little bit of a hunt. Went back to the apartment he was at. I had been keeping that apartment in tip-top shape, making sure no one's been touching it, not even myself really, just making sure it was all still in one piece. For like 3 months after he disappeared. And one day, I noticed something was missing. And it started sinking that there hadn't even been any squatters attempting to go into place or anything like that. That place was in lockdown. It still is. Went
More
back there
than
with
likely, you
Alex.
already know who took.
Max's weapons and armor's gone. We had scorch
Sounds about
marks on the
one
table
thing.
in the lounge room, and their family masks are gone. Everyone that goes into those dreams ends up being target. They get a funny little mask. Like the fox mask. I got one too because I was in the dreams. Got hunted. So the
Goodness,
fact
I
that
didn't find
those
one
things
under my bed.
disappeared is alarming.
Might have done something drastic.
Sorry for the big
Always
ramble,
feels like
but
a good Yeah, it's okay. Always felt like a kid who was trying to do good in the worst places possible.
got
I
confirmation
got a new
because
job.
I showed Alex those leads and he found out Max is still alive somewhere.
Okay. So he's still
So
kicking.
that's good news. I don't know what that kid's doing, but I'm just keep it on the down low. If he
But a
doesn't want to
pastor
be
could at least send a
found,
message.
poor kid was terrified of accidentally killing people. If he's
Yes,
trying
but
to
isolation could make things worse instead of better.
I think eventually I might try and reach out to him. But I don't want to force it if he isn't ready.
Isolation does a lot to someone if they're trying to go it alone long enough in these kind of streets. You know that well enough. At least a
Half a
message
year.
reminds him that he has somewhere to go.
Absolutely. I tried to. Did leave a little message for him. That note's not there anymore, so he must have seen it. The fact that he's still around is good. I just hope he ain't gonna do something reckless if his name's popping up now. And I'm trying to be optimistic. It's good to hear that he's still alive.
I can only hope.
You said you got a new job?
Yeah, the Vegas Lounge. I figured it'd be a nice place, and the people there are actually nice and good. I actually keep up to the rules pretty strictly, which is nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
Almost had an incident there. But they handled it quite swiftly. Another member of staff was joking about taking someone's soul. And this is the first meeting I had of them being heard that they tried to take Nikolai's soul, and of course I wanted to do some investigating and think, is this a joke? If it's not, I'm a gutta bitch. She expressed that it was a joke. Me and Nikolai talked and see how much it bothered him. He went off and told my boss, Kira, and she handled it quite swiftly, apparently. They get probation.
Why people
They're not
think
working
it's
for
okay
now.
to joke about someone's soul? Oh,
People can be real assholes without realizing they're real assholes sometimes. And it's ridiculous.
I gotta say,
Me and...
you don't mind if I say something a little bit crass. It's people like that that make it hard for people like you. Just say.
I mean, it's not... You're not wrong. I was ready to fucking jump her over the table, but she said it was a joke. I had to make sure the fact that she recognized that that was not okay.
You sure it wasn't the thing where a person says something and then it turns into Schrodinger's like joke kind of situation? It's like, oh, they're offended. I'm gonna just quickly say it was for fun. It was a joke. So that they can't get
I
hurt
wasn't
so
gonna
much.
take the chance. Either way, they're gonna get punished for the attempt, not for their intentions.
I don't like playing with Schrodinger's comedy. Someone does something and don't land, they're going to suffer the consequences of tripping over someone like me.
If it was to a friend who knew that they bullshit like that, it'd be different. But I'm not their friend. This is our first meeting.
Oh, it's a complete
It's not
stranger
going to
too.
go over.
That's fine.
Yep. And I don't play those games, especially when it comes to him.
Look, I like to say that I love looking after people, healing them, preaching good things, love and peace, you know. But I am a violent man. There's been a handful of times when there's some people they've just stared me the wrong way, and I am so close to unholstering my shotgun.
I mean, I teach peace and goodwill, but sometimes peace and goodwill are maintained from just dealing and putting assholes into the right place.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, I've dealt with literally bandits hired to kidnap my boyfriend. Alright? And I managed to peacefully talk with them. Mind you, my idea of peaceful with them was holding out a gun and saying, is this worth your life? And then they're like, no.
You were upfront about the stakes.
It was
I'm
just
glad they
upfront.
rethought.
Everyone else
Hopefully
is
they changed their
coy,
minds.
and then I'm there like, I'm here to kill your boss. You're not getting a paycheck. Go and get it.
I'm glad they listened, and I'm glad, and hopefully they think better of their future. I doubt it, but hopefully.
It may sound funny, but This is what I've learned over the years, is that you immediately try and establish rapport with the fellas and get personal. I ask for their name and I give them mine. There's one fella who was there, he's like, I don't want to go. What should I do in film review? And I just saying, fella, what's your name? My name's Markus. You playing a card game there? You know, whatever he was doing at the time, right? But his name was Chip. And Chip has a couple other folks that he cares about or he really likes. Pineapple on pizza, right? I'm just asking, I sound like a complete psychopath because I have my shotgun out and everything. But we suddenly reached that personal level and I was able to let Chip live.
That's good. Sometimes that's
All
what it
that
takes, really,
to
is what
say
I've learned.
that there's some people that have tested my patience even further than little Chip under the tree, smoking his cigs and checking out his pokey cards or whatever it was. Yeah.
Beyond that, though, I'm about done with the gift that I'm doing for Nikolai. There's 2 gifts we're going to do for each other. One just for his birthday and stuff like that. It's taking longer than I'd like, but I want him to have something nice.
Oh, yeah.
The other one is for when we're ready for it. Our promise. Kind of like, in a way, our own type of get-together marriage, I suppose.
Oh.
So much has happened in between that now. So much we both have to do, things we need to have in life, things we have to accomplish in life.
Do you think before you even say your first vows, you gotta renew them because more things have happened?
I'm worried that one day I'm going to get involved in a conflict that's going to put a halt to all of it. And it'll be my fault because I'm trying to help someone else instead of focusing on the one I love. It sounds selfish, I know.
I don't think so. We aren't just pillars for the people that are in our lives. We're there to help push the wheel for each other and each other's ambitions and dreams. They're someone that you give all this pampering and love to in that way. Where I see it is that you are an extra hand there to help push their wheel. And you're definitely that better push to helping a person improve their life or help them on a path. Then it's irreplaceable. I don't think you have to feel bad about also wanting to do that for other people, because we run into people and it's a miracle given everything that's happened, time, how many people there are in the world, that we even managed to get even a little bit of that time together. So I think by that logic, it's probably a good thing that you're also able to give a little bit of time to the person to help them. And I don't think if I was in issues, I wouldn't mind that at all. Because I know you'll be able to help push the wheel again sometime, and I'd want to also help you push yours. something serious happens because you're putting your heart into something, well, I want to be there to help push that wheel of yours. It's something you care about, so I'll help you focus on it. You're not focusing on me, that's not a problem. It's because you're doing something that you're passionate about. And I mean, someone I cared about had something that they were passionate about and really cared about helping someone else, I'd also probably pitch in. Let's be real.
I want to help him get done with his things, but at some point, I'd like to do the promise and have something for us both to look upon. I don't know, it just feels different, you know?
Mm-hmm. We got our little ceremony kind of planned out. We're going with the classic pomegranate. Sharing and splitting that at the ceremony, sharing some words, all that stuff.
Gotta say, I'm excited to attend.
I was thinking of making a bit, the dress code would be druidic and Wiccan. Is the best thing I can say to describe it. Taking a little bit from our heritage. So basically, you just wear the most nature-abiding clothes you can think of.
Would you like to know what I have for my promise? Because it's two things.
I mean, I'd be on
Well,
it.
first is a bracelet. That is going to be the symbol, and have it on the wrist where it's going to be a symbol of our combined symbols. Mine and his. And second is, if he likes it and wants to ever do it, a pair of horns of his own.
Okay, that's really cute.
I still can't decide whether I want to go for antler horns or, like, horns similar to mine. Maybe one's of his tiefling form.
Well, I don't know how he necessarily feels about it. We're from the same country. Our emblem from our country is stag horns, 6-pointed.
Oh.
Might be a bit too fancy, but could take some inspiration from that.
I definitely have to take that in consideration then.
There's a
Oh.
whole symbolism to it. It's kind of funny.
We have our Halloween things down, so I could take some inspiration from that too, depending on how he decides to do it too.
Oh shucks, Halloween. I was
Yeah,
thinking of just
not too
dressing up
far
as a
off now.
gunman.
Oh, gunman.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be your high unit.
nice. Vash the Stampede. 11 P's. But of course he doesn't kill anyone, so.
He's going to be a druid.
Ooh.
Ooh. Curious how he's gonna do it. I know we gotta show off this Halloween. I might not have a choice in transforming. I escaped
figured
it last year, but
if I'm gonna have any choice in what I can be, I'm gonna be Vash the Stampede because I get to have the skills of an insane sharpshooter that lives forever, and also
you got the strut
always
going
try
on
and go for the
already.
pacifist kind of thing. I can literally do effective non-lethal shooting, actually. If I could do that in every situation, make sure everyone's alive and okay, that would be amazing. As a doctor, I just want that. I want that.
I'm
Oh, there's
very
I love the
happy
idea
on
of
it.
it.
I frankly love your idea.
But I also know the entire struggle of the story, and that's, of course.
Well, I'm not saying that we have to obtain their backstories. Maybe just their skills and
Yeah,
abilities.
just his skills. I just know that I want the exact same thing for the exact same incredibly foolish reasons as the character. But you know what? I'ma just
I had
go for the
to
skills.
be careful with what I select because I know that I'm pretty sure after memeing on him last year, he's gonna transform my ass after telling him to get the fuck out of my party.
I went to his first party. It was kind of cool until I became an undead witch.
And then we already know how the second one went.
That was nightmare fuel.
Very much so. So I decided to go with something a little more manageable.
Nikolai trying to be a
But
druid? That's gonna be fun.
very. Maybe I can get him to teach and learn some witchy stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe I can get him to make potions with me. That'd be fun. We'll make some, like, drinkable potions for you, so that way you could just have some, like, bubbly drinks that are fruit flavored.
Hell yeah. I like that.
For now, though, it is getting a little late. I should probably get back with him. Don't want him to be nervous. I'll be sure to give him the news then.
I'll keep looking for some of these if you don't mind me taking this copy with me home.
Oh yeah, that one's yours. I make copies.
I'll probably be looking over this still, but that's my
You
immediate
have
recommendation.
such an owl look when you put on glasses.
Now look. Thanks. I'll see if I can brainstorm any other solutions. Definitely always get another recommendation, see what other solutions people got. The big thing is that stuff. How would I put it? This is like the equivalent of the tri-tip stab wound for undead folk.
Ooh, I know how messy that one is. Fuck.
It would be easy if it was gunshots, silver bullets, easy to deal with. This
This is a
stuff,
wide surface area.
and it's in a very vulnerable spot.
Critical location, yes. I trust you. And we're gonna get other people we can trust to help maintain and do the job.
I'll let you sift through
Time
your
to call in
options.
contacts. Also, if anyone suggests immediate, like one time, oh, I'll solve the solutions, do not let us accept. Do not let either of us accept.
Well, I don't know what other people are capable of. If they could just undo the silver, that would be
I trust
incredible.
the long way around rather than someone's short notice attempt. Considering last time I got stabbed for nothing.
I think you can imagine when you put silver to a creature that has incredible regeneration powers, like a troll, that stuff is meant to halt or slow down the regeneration. That's why people use it to hunt trolls. This stuff is doing
Apparently
the
a lot of
same
things.
thing. It is It is anti-regeneration, but it's still a healing property. Silver in and of itself can heal. It's good for antibacterial stuff, so infections.
It'll clean ya. It'll just also burn ya.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
explains one of the readings of the scans, though.
the weird supernatural tangent to that is like, on a very biological level, good for antibacterial. Supernatural wise, good for fighting diseases. And Nikolai's entire existence might as well be a disease to how silver was utilized by particular people.
Mm.
Apologies, it's a bit.
It's okay. Overall, though, thanks for taking a look. Even if the solutions are quite difficult, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. If somebody's got something, I mean, you can always just quickly grab my opinion if you want. I don't mind. I'll try and answer as quick as I can. One of the things I haven't considered is anything theological. If someone can, like, bless or wipe away the silver, undo banes or something, silver kind of acts like that. It's physically there, but if they got something like they can bless or ask their patron to do something similar to that, that could help maybe diminish the effect of the silver and make the surgery even easier. I'm open to those options. Anything that can
I'll try to
lessen
find
the
someone.
silver could. That's another thing to look at. Maybe more investigation. But I
If you
wouldn't.
don't mind,
I wouldn't know who
anybody
could
that
do
I-
that. So, you got anyone
anybody
that can
that I
help
do
clean
select-
silver? Then go for it.
I'm gonna have you proofread them. I don't want anyone's ill practice or overconfidence getting through any of this. So if you don't mind, whoever I do select to help, I want you to proof them.
You gotta
Test them
be
if you
okay
can.
with me being the director of the operation.
They're gonna need to be. I'm not gonna cheap on any payments, so if they want to be paid properly for anything like this, they're gonna do what I say.
This is someone's vocal cords and other things after all. Again, there could be other options. Right? This is just what I've got available to me, my suggestions. You find someone that can cleanse silver specifically, you are in luck.
I'll have to be lucky to find that. For now, I'll continue looking. What are you up to tonight?
Probably going back to the
Probably.
Foxtech headquarters, finish reading one or two
Aw.
things, and then I'm gonna conk out in my chair.
Don't stay up too late.
I'll try not to. Alright.
Mm.
Y'all should come over for dinner sometime.
I'd be happy to. It'd be nice to see a new place.
You're doing great. Alright? In fact, you can smile at the end of the day like this. Even if it's not entirely faithful to your feelings, is a good sign. You can still put a smile on your face.
Learn from the best.
Alright.
And scene. Oh, right when my energy was